What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back with more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet news. Now, of course, over the weekend, you guys know we had Charizard was back, assumingly for the final time. We don't know, but the good news is if you missed it, I got great news for you guys. On the 25th and the 26th, I have well over 500. I think I counted 600 Charmanders that I have bred from those eggs. And on the 25th and the 26th, I will be just spamming those in Wonder Trades, starting the 25th in the afternoon. Undecided when on the 26th, but if you want one of those, check it out. There's a few other people that are going to be doing the same thing. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to make a bunch of people really, really happy that either weren't here for the event or maybe just got their Switches or their games for Christmas. It's going to be a ton of fun. So make sure you guys check that out. Do some Wonder Trades. Maybe you'll get lucky. Now, of course, we're going to have more Tera Raids coming up, and the next one, which is actually happening this weekend, is going to be Delibird. Now, Delibird is going to be a 4 or 5. It's going to be, I say 4 or 5. It's going to be anywhere between 1 and 5-star raid. It's not going to be a 6-star raid. It's not going to be a 7-star raid. It's really not that terribly special. It's kind of reminds me a little bit of the Eevee raid that we had. What there was the first. I think Charizard was first, then Eevee. I think no. Eevee was first, Charizard. Then we had Salamence, and then and of course the other guy, I forget his name. The two dinosaurs basically, and then Charizard came back. So basically, Delibird is going to follow up in the same suit as like Eevee, where they're going to have a bunch of different Tera types. Delibird, it's alright. I don't think this is going to be a hugely competitive Pokemon. Personally incoming. In fairness and in full disclosure, I am still like far from the foremost, I guess, source on competitive Pokemon. If you guys don't know, we still do the. We've been doing the Nuzlocke. I drop an episode a week. I'm doing it with 4 other YouTubers, but only 3 of them are dropping videos. Hard to explain, but anyway, nevertheless. But I am learning, and that's the whole point here. Is I really want to learn. I missed the whole mark on Pokemon years ago, and I only recently got into it. So, quite enjoying it and learning the paces. But nevertheless, Delibird will drop. I don't see this being like a guaranteed way to get like a 6 IV or anything like that. This is just going to be kind of a fun raid, more or less. And it's not even that groundbreaking because you can change Tera types. I mean, I guess if you want to save yourself the 50 Tera shards, great way to get Delibird in a bunch of different types. But I'm going to be honest with you, most of my EVs just kind of went and did what they did. I do have a Vaporeon with an electric Tera type, but honestly, I'm going to rebreed it anyway to get a 6 IV anyway. So it's like kind of, I won't say pointless, but it's not quite going to be the same. And remember, their Tera types don't really hold over in breeding, so it's kind of did it for funsies, and it's not going to be a competitive model at any point, at least not that I foresee. Could hyper train it. I don't know. I got to see what I'm going to do with it. But nevertheless, Delibird's coming, and it is what it is. The one that's really insanely hype is going to be coming the weekend of New Year's, and that is Cinderace. Cinderace is going to be dropping. Cinderace is not in the game. And that actually means not only will you be able to get Cinderace, not only will you be able to get, of course, you'll be able to breed Cinderace just like we do with Charizard, which means Scorbunny, and I forget what the other one is, but all of Cinderace's basically evolutions will now be obtainable in the game, which is really, really cool. For people that are completionists, this is going to be an awesome way to acquire that. And of course, Cinderace is going to be a 7-star Tera Raid. It's going to have the mightiest mark, and like I said, it should be breedable just like Charizard is. I kind of fully expect that every single one of these 7 stars are, number one, going to be unique to the game. It's going to be probably a rare opportunity to acquire that mon. Number 2, they should all be breedable like Charizard is, because that is like super duper fun. Hunting those shinies has been just like my absolute just joy in life right now, which also rage, but we'll get into that in the breeding video. We'll have that hopefully up for you here shortly. But here's the deal, guys. When Cinderace drops, you got to be prepared for this because he is going to be a fighting type Tera. So while Cinderace is a, let's go actually over here to Cinderace's information. Cinderace is a fire type mon, and it's going to have, like I said, a fighting type Tera effect. So when it comes to facing Cinderace, you got to prepare yourself for basically all the moves possible. And if you didn't fight Charizard. I mean, maybe you're not aware, but they're going to have a potential 8 total moves that you're going to have to deal with. So let's scroll down here and see what we've got as far as moves to kind of work with. They'll also be able to learn TMs. I believe Charizard had a couple TMs at his disposal. So first things first, we're going to start with the bottom, the most powerful stuff. Double Edge, probably not. Balance being a flying type, maybe. You might have to deal with that. Counter, most likely. But I think Double Kick, Flame Charge, I think those are definitely going to be somewhere in the pool. Now, if we go down here, these are all the TMs that can be learned. And let's kind of look at the late game TMs and see what we really got to deal with. So, Reversal and Focus Blast. I think Focus Blast is almost guaranteed to be in there somewhere. It's going to be a pretty monstrous move to have to deal with. Fire Blitz, probably, but I think Fire Blitz, unless I'm mistaken, is a... I believe that's a... see, it's not physical. Oh, it is physical. Fire Blitz is a physical move. So that's the thing you got to be aware of here. So let me scroll up a little bit. Let's look at stats. So when it comes to Cinderace, Cinderace is a physical attacker. Charizard was a special attacker. Virus is a physical attacker. HP 80 physical is 116. Check this out. Both defense and special defense are 75. So it really doesn't matter whether you bring a special attacker or a physical attacker. It's going to be about the same thing. Speed is high, though. 119 speed is going to be kind of tough to deal with, but I might have a solution for you. We'll talk about it. Saw a big spoiler for that here. We'll talk about that in a moment. Special attack is pretty low, so totally expect a lot of these to be physical attacks. Now, once again, I'm not going to be 100% familiar with all these TMs without checking every single one of them, but any of the really high-end fighting TMs, any of the really high-end fire TMs are all a distinct possibility. There's a lot of normals here. There's a steel-type move up there. I highly doubt that's going to be in play. There's some dark and some psychic. There's a few different types of moves, but all the ones that are really dangerous are either fighting, normal, or fire. So, how are we going to handle this? Well, personally, I took a look at this, right? And with fire, you immediately think, okay, bring a Zoom Roll again. Not a bad choice, right? A Zoom Roll is going to be defensive against fire types, and we already know a Zoom Roll hits like a truck. Not a bad choice. The one I think I'm going to try out first, and the one that actually turned out to be the real MVP last time, is Fluttermane. So hear me out on this. This might sound a bit weird, but hear me out on this, okay? Fluttermane is a ghost fairy type, which means fairy is going to resist the fighting moves. Ghost, on the other hand, is going to resist a lot of the physical moves. Physical attacks will not be able to touch Fluttermane, and I do feel like the vast majority of your attacks are going to be physical. So, Fluttermane's going to take very little damage in this one. Charizard, being a special attacker, could hit Fluttermane pretty hard. But, and the one thing you do need to be aware of, and I didn't really mention this, but we'll talk about it a little more in the strategy video coming up. We'll find some fighting units or fire units that have a fighting Tera, and we'll kind of address those and come across those here shortly. So physical moves will not hurt Fluttermane at all. I mean, simply at all will not hurt her. Plus, we go down here a little bit. So she's weak to Ghost and she's weak to Steel. So there actually might be that Steel type in there. But immune to normal, fighting, and dragon. That is 2/3 of your potential majority, attack base that you really can kind of take out of action there. Resistant to Bug. I don't think Bug's going to be a situation here at all. I don't think you have to deal with Bug. Damage normally by fire, but remember, if it's fire physical, you ain't got to worry about that too much. So the only thing you really got to worry about here is Steel. I don't think that Cinderace is going to have any ghost moves at all, period. I don't even think you can teach Cinderace any ghost moves. So there are a lot of situations here in which Fluttermane is once again going to be very beneficial. Now, Fluttermane is exclusive to the Scarlet version of the game. So if you do not have Fluttermane and you're on Violet, definitely find a friend, do some wonder trading. You know, a lot of what I did was go on social media. Hey, I'm looking for this one. I'll trade you for this one, and so on and so forth. This is a great opportunity to start preparing for that now. I'll do a whole preparation video. We'll test this out and see what's going on coming closer to that event. But know that in about a week and a half, Cinderace will be here, and that is super hype news. Let me know if you guys are hyped for all this down below. Like I said, I've got the Charizard breeding video. The Cinderace breeding video should be almost identical to that. I've done a ton of testing on it, so I'm going to have some solid facts for you guys. Like, solid facts. It'll be a ton of fun. Like, comment, share if you've been enjoying the Pokemon content on the channel. Definitely let me know down below, and I will catch you guys on the next one.